Howdy there, welcome back. It's time for more West of Loathing. Let's continue the DLC. Hooray! So between videos, I went back to Dirtwater and I sold some stuff as well as bought some more supplies. But I didn't want to bore you with that, so I did that between videos. Let's see. You can see the heat working now. Library. Let's go in here. A book is a terrible thing to not read. What does this do? Boo! Ah! Hi! This ghostly librarian is glaring at you, as if daring you to make a noise. Talk to her. Excuse me, but... Shh! Oh, sorry, I was just... Shh! Okay, jeez, is this any good? I suppose it'll do. Now, what was your question? Can you help me with some library stuff? Shh. Could you perhaps be more specific? I'm looking for a book on a specific topic. I'm looking for some of that delicious paste. The paste is for book repairs, not for eating. Oh, please? No. Shucks. Look something up. What do you want to look up? Okay. First, poach. To slow cook by immersion in water. To shoot an animal belonging to the king. See, you told that ghost in the kitchen that there were two meanings. Tear the page out so you can prove it to him. Look something else up. Chili? Savory soup made from beans, spices, and a gun. Huh. Shrek. Venomous spoon used to repair walnuts. Huh? I had to. Hi, baby. Hello, baby. How you died? Shh. I was wondering how you died, if it's not too personal a question. I was caught in the crossfire of a library shootout. Wow, what happened? A pair of ruffians got into a heated argument over the comparative merits of Anton Chekhov versus Henrik Ibsen, and when they started shooting, I attempted to step in and stop them. Simply won't abide gunfire in my library. It's far too loud. I don't recall the particulars. I remember the Chekhov fan shouting, "Remember that gun I showed you in Act 1?" before opening fire. The noise was dreadful. That's your only objection? Noise? That's quite sufficient. I won't tolerate noise of any stripe, certainly not gunfire. I'll see what I can do. So many books. Oh, hello. Do you need help? There's a guy lying here, trapped underneath a large book. You okay under there? No talking back there. Sorry. Jeez. Take a closer look. Turns out to be a book about geology. It's bound in stone, and it appears that each chapter is devoted to a different type of stone. It is printed on slabs of the stone in question. This isn't going to be easy to move. You managed to heave the book off the guy. Whew, thanks. I thought I'd never get out from under there. At least now I know all about the particular type of granite described on that one page. How'd you get trapped like that in the first place? Well, I work at the info desk in the visitor center, so on my breaks I like to research different kinds of info. You know, just in case anyone asks. I guess you never know when someone might ask you about rocks. Exactly. Oh man, I'm late getting back. Thanks again. Feel free to stop by my counter if you have any questions. Sure thing. Yay! I turn the volume down again. I feel like it creeps up on its own. Okay. So now we can help that ghost in the kitchen, first floor. Okay. Let's see. You again. Think you can teach my granny to poach eggs by digging at them? You don't poach eggs by shooting them? I have proof. Oh yeah? Well, read 'em and weep, you weird old coot. One tarnation. Poach, a method of preparing food, especially eggs, by simmering them in a boiling liquid. Well, I'll be daggum. He disappears into the ether, still muttering to himself. Ha! So there! Yay! So, The little placard on the stove says chili stove, very specific. You need a bowl of chili to give to that ghost in the dining room, and this stove seems relevant to that need. According to the dictionary, you need some spices, some beans, and a gun. Oh, wait, except you're trying to make chili without a gun in it, so you have to remember to skip the gun part. Okay, keep it together, Emmy. Spices. Yeah, you've got that under control. You grab a chili pot and put it on a burner, throw in the spices. You shake a heaping of chili spices into the pot. Next step is beans. Beans are your specialty. So if you go to the hedge maze, you can find some bean plants and get beans there. But if you're a bean slinger, you can just conjure some up. The mixture of spices and beans is bubbling merrily. Now for the final ingredient, a gun. No gun. It's not according to Hoyle chili, because it doesn't have a gun in it, but it is chili with no gun in it, which is the thing you were after. Yay! Okay. Lardest. Lardest. That's the most lard you've ever seen in one vessel. Bean pan. Ooh, that's nice. Ooh, that's really nice. 18 to 20. I think I need to use it. It looks like a cleaver. Lardest. Hi? Oh, weird. What you thought was a framed photograph is actually a window. Why does the larder have a window? And why is this ghost standing motionless in front of it as if he were a framed photograph? Excuse me? Hello? The ghost ignores you. Grab him by the shoulders and shake him. Grab the ghost somehow. Shake him until he rattles. Please cease this activity at once. Sorry, got a little carried away. Now that I have your attention, how about tell me who you are? Ah, you do not recognize me? I'm Jean-Francois de Lardest. Nope. Zoot! I knew simply mimicking the photograph would not be sufficient. Without it, how will anyone know I am the most famous Frenchman ever to visit Gun Manor? This is where y'all learn I can't do a French accent. They have a lot of Frenchmen visited. Finds having the distinction of being the most famous Frenchman to visit Gun Manor. I'm also the first Frenchman to visit Gun Manor, and the last as well. Gosh. How'd you die? I was posing for a photograph to commemorate my visit here, and that fool of a photographer fouled up when preparing the gunpowder flash. Fouled up how? He left a bullet in it. I see. I must have this photograph. Such a face as mine must not languish in obscurity. Alright, I'll let you know if I find it. Okay. So, I don't know if you remember, but in the basement, you can find photographs. So, I think here? Look through here. There we go. Yay! Yay for remembering. Okay. Do. So you have returned. Have you recovered the photograph I've required? I found an old photo. That actually looks like you. Here! Ah, marvelous. What a resemblance. Yeah, it's a pretty decent pic. Good thing light travels faster than bullets. Now my image will not be lost to the ravages of time. Merci beaucoup, my friend. He hangs the photo in the window and dissipates into nothingness. Auf Wiedersehen. Yay, we helped another one. Do. Okay. Alright. I have your chili. This ghost is pretending to cram his face with invisible food. It's Weird what people would do for the sake of politeness. I'm back and I got a bowl of 100% gun-free chili right here. Oh my gosh, thank you. So, oh, something wrong? Well, see, I can only eat ghost food. Do you need me to murder this chili for you? Not to put too fine a point on it, but yes. Alright, I guess I'll try to find a humane way to do that. So, if you have the Ruthless perk, you get the option to just stomp on the chili during that conversation. And that'll take care of it. But there's another way to do it if you don't have that perk. So, in the parlor, remember those pillows? Smother the chili with a pillow. You sigh and do what has to be done. Muerto. Alright. Alright. I got your ghost chili. Okay, I've euthanized your chili. Here you go. You hand the ghost a ghostly bowl of chili. He immediately gobbles it up. With a long, finally satisfied sigh, he dissipates. Yay! Happy trails, big guy. Yay! We did it. Hooray. Okay. Let's see. Was there anything else I can do here? Actually, can I take anything from the larder? I don't remember. Tinned caviar. Wait a second. Ooh. Nice. I think I need that for the gun making thing. Wait, there's a larder and a pantry? A pantry, get it? Because there's pants in here. Ha. Ha. Oh. There's pants. This ghost is running around like crazy, or hovering around like crazy, searching the racks of pants, or trousers if you prefer. But we say pants here in the Western Territories. Seems too preoccupied to take any notice of you. Anticipate his movements and cut him off. Pop up suddenly in front of the ghost just as he turns the corner. Hi! Wow! Geez, lady, you nearly scared the death out of me. Sorry. Scared the death out of you. Sorry, I was just wondering what you're doing. Well, I thought it'd be obvious. I'm looking for a pair of pants. But you don't have any legs. Yes, I know. So, what do you want pants for? Nostalgia? I see. What kind of pants are you looking for? Kind without legs. Legless pants? Well, I can't wear regular pants, you know. The legs would just flop around and be dumb. Guess you have a point. How'd you lose your legs anyway? Aw, geez, it's really embarrassing. I don't mind. Well, see, I didn't have a proper holster for my gun, so I was just carrying it tucked into my belt. Ooh, trigger snagged when you went to draw it, huh? Right. Gets worse, though. I was wearing one of those gun belts with the slots all around for you to stick bullets in, you know? Oh, man. Yeah, the chain reaction blew off the entire lower half of me. Wow, so that's how you died? Yes, that is how I died. Okay, I'll keep an eye out for some legless pants for you. Thanks, I'd really appreciate it. Alright. We can keep an eye out for legless pants. Okay. I think that takes care of everything we can do down here for now. So let's go back up there. Okay. Let's see. Restroom. Guest rooms. Restroom, guest room. I guess let's take care of the gallery first. Ooh. Move it. Oh. Oh. Ah, boo! Ah. Tats. Mom, dad, beer. T's, ats, tats, stats, states, statues. Cui bono? Statutes. Legal? No. You're not a statue. Objection! Huh? What are you objecting to? Your face! Overruled. What's your problem anyway? Bah, it's all legal stuff you never understand. Well, la-di-da then, jerk. Gun law? Oh yeah, try me. Fine, what's the maximum legal caliber for a civilian handgun? 8? 800. 800. Try again when you actually know anything about gun law, or anything. Nuts. Was that close? Okay. I guess I can go back to the library and look up gun law. Gun law. Rope above a flammable paper. I think I have to do something else to learn that. Okay, let's try the other rooms. Restroom. For resting. Flush. Hey. Take that, irresponsible wealth. Medicine cap. Old-timey ointment. Indulgent. Hey. Take the curtain. My curtain now. Hey. Okay. Bard. Oh, this one's missing an eye. Hello, dear. Welcome to my little B&B. Would you care for a room? No, thanks. I won't be staying that long. Hopefully. Wait a minute. Yes? Your B&B? This isn't your house. Oh, I know, dear. But nobody was using these guest rooms. There were ghosts hovering around with nowhere to be. I've got to feeling homesick for the little B&B I used to run when I was alive. So I thought Mrs. Gunn probably wouldn't mind. What happened to your eye? Oh, it was such a foolish accident. I had a guest I was suspicious of. Nervous, twitchy little man. Thought he might be mixed up in something bad. One evening as I was passing by his room, I gave in to temptation and peeped in on him through the keyhole. Did you see anything? Well, only for a moment. He was cleaning a small pistol, and I suppose I must have made a noise because he actually jumped and the gun went off. And it hit you? That's right, straight through the keyhole. That's how I died, in fact. Geez, I'm sorry. Thank you, dear, but it's all right. Serves me right for spying on a guest, is how I look at it. Is that what's keeping you here? Guilt? No, I think I paid quite sufficiently for that transgression. What then? Well, I don't want to go to heaven missing an eye. Wouldn't be as nice without depth perception. So you need a new eye? Yes. Do you think you can help me? I'll keep an eye out. I mean, I'll see what bye. Okay. Can I go in here? Pick. Hey. Painting. Oop. This table is stationary, but there's no stationery on it. There's a nice landscape painting on the wall. Examine it. This painting of the countryside is nice. There's nothing very interesting about it. Looks like the sort of thing you'd find hanging over the bed in a mid-priced hotel room. Or a bed and breakfast, come to think of it. Guess it's a little weird that it's hanging over a stepladder instead of the bed. Maybe the last occupant was a really short art aficionado. Take a closer look. Happy little trees. Oh, hey, according to the signature, this is an original Darius Klieg. You've never heard of him. You know, now that you're looking closely at it, it seems like the painting is sticking out from the wall more than you would expect. Take it off the wall. Ooh, well, what do you know? There's another painting underneath it, a painting of a safe. This house must be really old if it's got jokes of this vintage. Heh. Examine it. It's a fairly realistic painting of a wall safe. It's captioned, Sissines pas un coffre. You take the wall safe painting off the wall. Behind it is, of course, a wall safe. Of course. Examine it. Inspect a large wall safe which is securely locked. Crack that safe. The safe swings open. It's empty apart from an A rolled up poster of Rita Hayworth. Swell. Well, that was worth it? Question mark? Unbar it. Oh. The ghostly clerk runs over, hovers quickly over to you. No, dear, I'm sorry, but I can't let you do that. Why not? What's in there? A customer. He hasn't paid his bill, so I was forced to lock him in there till he does. I know that seems mean, but one has to take a firm hand with these things. How much does he owe you? 1,000 meat. How is he supposed to get the meat to pay you if you won't let him out? That's a fair question, dear, but that's on him, I'm afraid. Would you take 500? Well, I suppose it's better than the nothing I've gotten out of him. He seems perfectly content to just stay locked in there, so... Alright. Yay. Hi. One of the museum employees is sitting here reading a magazine. As you can see, congratulate him on his newfound freedom. Congratulations, I freed you. You're free. Huh? Free from what? Well, from being locked in this room with nothing to do except read that magazine. So you freed me from having an excellent excuse for not doing my crappy job. Well, you freed me from the burden of relaxing in here instead of emptying trash cans and cleaning toilets. Great. Look, you're a real hero. I could just lock the door again? No, it's too late now. I'm free. Free as the wind blows. Free as my job blows. Thank you. You're welcome. He leaves, taking the chair with him. There's no toilet, but at least there's a... Wait, no, there's no sink either. Look in the mirror. Ooh. Power of loving your heart, your children. The incredible virtue of thinking about your mind. Purpose of cleaning your mind. Ooh. Should at least get some XP. There we go. Somebody left their wallet in the nightstand. Corner greeting. Okay. Let's see. What about this one? Start to open the door, but the ghostly clerk swoops in and blocks your way. Oh, hey now, sorry dear, but I can't let you go wandering in there. Why not? What's in there? A tenant. They've paid for the room and they seem rather a quiet, private sort, so I won't have you disturbing them. Aw, fine. Ooh! Determined not to have gone through all this nonsense for nothing, carefully search the empty safe. Eventually there's a click, and the back of the safe swings open, revealing a secret passage. I guess that explains the stepladder. Finally. Go through it. Ooh, hello. Glad you think so. The homophonous nature of so-and-so is certainly ripe for puns, yes. Is that so? Yes, very good, very funny. Listen, are you gonna loot this container or what? Why so serious? Well, you're kind of driving the joke into the ground now. It's really getting tiresome. It's getting really tiresome. Not really tiresome, only so-so. Just, come on, this is totally stop being funny. Is that so? Yes it is. Are you just messing with me? Do you just not want what's in this? I do want it. I want it so bad. Look, Emmy, you're starting to get on my nerves now. So what? So what is that there's an item in here that you need for progression. At this point, I'm sorely tempted to not give it to you. So don't give it to me then. Oh god, just take it, okay? Take it and get it the hell out of the script. Yay, elevator button. Thank you so much. Please just leave. Candy. Go through it. Oh, hello. Science doohickeys? Hi. Hello there. Are you here to laugh at me? Huh? No, not at all. I wouldn't do that. No, of course you wouldn't. Nobody ever laughs. I never made a single person laugh in my entire career. That's a left turn I wasn't expecting. What was your career? I used to design gags and novelties, but I was terrible at my job. I couldn't come up with a single novel idea. This conversation seems oddly familiar. See, even my very presence is unoriginal. You're just being too hard on yourself. I bet you invented all kinds of good stuff. My best invention was fake vomit. It looks just like fake vomit, but surprise, it's real. That was the one that got me fired. How did you die? If you don't mind me asking. I was working on a new invention, an exploding cigar. Thought that would be pretty good. You light a cigar, and it's fine for a second, but suddenly it goes off with a big bang. And you jump in surprise, and everyone laughs because you nearly had a heart attack. Funny, right? Sure. I had a snag in development, though. What happened? Well, I figured I'd use gunpowder for the explosive. You can buy it already packed into these little brass cartridges, so that seemed convenient. Do you mean bullets? My first test run was a real mess, I can tell you that. I can imagine. So, anyway, now I'm a failure and I'm dead. Maybe I can help you out. What do you mean? Well, your initial idea was pretty funny, I guess. It's just your execution was a problem. My execution was a problem? Ha! You're a real laugh riot. Maybe you could help me after all. See if I can figure out something for you. Okay.
I was in the room. You could not stop me. Hey. Oh. Hi, Florence.
Okay, let's see now. Oh, right. I have some signed doohickeys that I can give to Florence. What's this kitty, compadre? I found something for you. Holy cow, a counterclockwise phase inversion coil. I've been looking all over for one of those. Science blast. Give the elevator operator the button you found, and she sticks it into the empty buttonhole on the elevator's control panel. Hey, thanks a ton. You sure are helpful, Amy. Well, howdy again, Amy. Which floor? Go to the 3rd floor.
Ooh, exciting. There's a donkey. Mrs. Gunn. Mr. Gunn. Music room. Oh.
Fix that. Dueling banjos. That a bassoon? Yeah.
Boo! Oh, God.
This woman doesn't seem to be interested in anything other than cranking that hurdy-gurdy. Disconnect. You definitely disconnect the crank from the hurdy-gurdy without alerting the woman's attention, but it turns out you needn't have bothered. She continues to turn the crank, blank-eyed, even with nothing attached. You grab the end of the crank and pull her very slowly to the gift shop, where you find a Victrola to plug her into. Problem solved? Huh. Nice. Yay! And we have some of the workers back now. That's good. Alright, 3rd floor. Pretty sure there was more in this room. Ooh, grab it. Play dueling banjos. I can't play dueling banjos by myself. I don't have enough arms. Florence? Sorry, I only play the bagpipe. Not very well. If it's a bagpipe, how do you know? How about you, Gary? Hello, what? Do you know how to play the piano? What? Just having so many square teeth. Okay, never mind. Hi. This is the ghost of an orchestra conductor. Unless he's the ghost of someone pretending to be an orchestra conductor. Either he's very agitated about something, or he's conducting Flight of the Bumblebee. Try talking to him. Sorry to interrupt, but I can't actually hear the music. What are you conducting? It's the finale of the year 1812 Solemn Overture by Tchaikovsky. The 1812 Overture. Sure, that would have been my second guess. Is your orchestra like double ghosts or something? What? I see. There's no orchestra. Merely have this piece of music irrevocably launched in my head. It's been nagging me incessantly ever since my death. This is just a guess, but did you die during a performance of the 1812 Overture? That is correct, yes. Very astute of you. And the finale of that piece features real, actual cannons, right? Is that how you died? If If it was my fate to be slain by a piece of music, cannons would have been far preferable to my utterly farcical demise. What happened? The overture requires several cannons, but it's impossible to load a single cannon quickly enough to fire as the score demands. However, the stage we were performing on could not have borne the weight. What'd you do? I was not informed of the difficulty until it was far too late to make any changes. It transpired that the stage manager decided it would be sufficient to give a box of bullets to the tuba player. You were shot by a tuba? I was shot, as you say, by a tuba. Wow, no wonder you ended up as a ghost. Oh, it isn't the ridiculousness of my death that troubles me, really. Accidents happen, as with any of the performing arts. A colleague of mine was decapitated by an errant cymbal during a performance of Paganini's Violin Concerto No. 1. Such are the risks we take for our art. Gosh! The problem is that the 1812 Overture's finale is a very dramatic and energetic piece. But this music constantly replaying itself in my head, I've been utterly unable to find any peace. I'll see if I can find a way to help. So I guess need to find different music to get it stuck in his head? Kids' rooms. Interesting. Write something. Ah! You monster, why would you? Take the check. Why would you write that? Oh. This is creepy. It's full of baby supplies you don't understand, like bottle rings and, burping rattles. The composition of this painting is bad in every way. This teddy bear has been comprehensively and enthusiastically disemboweled. Oh, hey. This stuffing would be perfect for making a Islander. Sorry, Teddy. This is for the greater good. Ooh, transcribe it. Yay! Maybe I can try giving this to, toys. Stuffed gun. This is not at all effective as a gun, but it's also not at all effective as a bludgeon. Play with them. Boo! Ah! Wow, that doll is really creepy. Okay. This little girl ghost is serving imaginary tea to her guests. The doll, while terrifying, is largely indifferent. The museum employee, on the other hand, is playing along with a rictus grin on his face. The little girl wears an annoyed and disappointed frown. Hello, Mayor. My name's Amy. Can I join your tea party? If you want, I guess, but it's a terrible tea party. Aw, what's wrong? You aren't having any fun? All I have is dumb made-up tea. I want a proper tea party, like Mama took me to. Tell me more about that party. We went to a real tea room. It was so pretty. There were vases with flowers in them. Everyone was all dressed up in suits and pretty dresses. There were white china teacups for the tea. Real tea, not imaginary. Well, that sounds very nice. It was. I was so nice. Everyone was so polite and charming and elegant. Well, until the fight started anyway. Uh-oh, there was a fight? Well, two of the gentlemen there got into an argument. I don't know what it was about, but I guess one said something the other one didn't like. He was so insulted he threw his tea right into the first man's face. Then they took out guns and started shooting at each other. Right there in the tea room. Whoa. They were still really elegant, though. They had little silver and ivory pistols. They kept their pinkies out the whole time. Anyway, I don't remember the rest very well, except one of them missed the other one and shot me by mistake. I'm so sorry. Thanks, but it's alright. Heaven's supposed to be real nice, so I guess I don't mind so much. But I didn't get to finish my tea party. I want to have another one before I go, except I don't have any tea. Make-believe tea isn't any fun anymore. Okay, I'll see if I can find some actual tea for you. I have the tea service that I got from the parlor. Let me take a quick sip of tea first. A sip of tea before giving her tea. Didn't I grab that tea service though? Oh. Oh. Okay. I know what I have to do. So, I have the tea well, no. I'll continue with this line of thought, otherwise I'll forget. So, in the cellar, by the boiler, you can get hot water. And in order to get the tea, you have to put some hot water. Let's see, is this it? Yeah. Turn it on. Pour a little bit of boiling water onto the dirt floor, making hot mud. Oh. Okay. I think, if I remember correctly, I have to get tea leaves from the hedge maze. Okay. Can I make a silencer yet? No, wrong one. I think I have to get tea from the hedge maze, and then... Creepy. Tea from the hedge maze, and then water. Let's see. Examine it. Look over the tools on the bench. You could definitely make a silencer here. You've got the right size tin can. Got some stuffing of the appropriate density. Make a silencer. Drill a hole in each end of the can and carefully remove the beans. Then you soak the stuffing into a vat of acoustic dampening chemicals and carefully jam it into the can. Voila! Silencer. Okay. Silence your pistol. I want to hold on to it in case I get a better gun. Okay. Second floor. What was it? I guess it was third floor. Play the lullaby? Ooh. How nice. So nice. Ooh, well now, that was nice. Soothing. Ooh, and that ghost is gone. Yay! Okay. Let us continue for now. Okay. Daniel Boone. See who's behind it. Ah! He's a much nicer vanity than that of the average frontier teen. Gussy yourself up a little. You use the various powders and creams and pomades to make yourself slightly more presentable. Hee. Ooh, science doohickeys. Grab it. There's a plaid skirt in here. That's sort of like legless pants. Plaid skirt. Looks like someone forgot a book under the bed. Fun law. Ooh. Read it. Flip through the book. Unsurprisingly, it's mostly about ways bored children can stay out of their parents' hair for just 5 damn minutes. Also, there's a little tack on the spine indicating it came from the mansion library. Okay. Someone's been slacking on their geometry homework. Disc. Do it for them. Geometry textbook. Rufus would probably understand this, but you sure as hell don't. Wonder if that means I can send it to Rufus. It's a doll mine. How adorable. Just look at all the little miners and minecarts and mineshafts and bowls and minestrone. Minestrone. What's this? There's a tiny stick of dynamite stuck in a little borehole. This toy is interactive. Tiny stick of dynamite. I can probably use that for the exploding cigar. Okay. Oh man, I have so many things. Okay. First floor. So, go to the pantry and give that ghost the skirt. How about the skirt? Look, I understand that genderization of clothing maybe shouldn't be a thing, but I'm kind of old-fashioned. Or did I say skirt? I meant kilt. What's a kilt? It's a special kind of foreign legless pants for men. Here, try it. The ghost tries on the kilt. Hey, that's really nice. Thanks a lot. With his pants problem solved, he dissipates into the ether. Good luck. I love it. Okay.
Ooh, I have so much XP now. Let's see. Do 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 do.
Okay. Okay. Alright. There's more mysteries to solve, but maybe we'll do that next time. Hee. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a very comfy night. Bye!